What's going on, guys? Today's content is going to be a little bit different. I'll get into it more in a minute. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. I want you to take a look at this graph. This graph shows that 20% of the people that are watching my videos are subscribed. The other 80% that are watching are not subscribed. Guys, if you're new to the channel, come on and click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you be a part of the Big South family. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brian, and you're watching. So what am I going to be talking about today? Well, as you can see, my shirt is rolled up because it's hot. I'm in North Carolina. It's hot. We had a cold front come through, but it didn't cool down. You can see the sun is shining, it's bright, and it's hot. And the humidity is supposed to be going up too. But anyway, the last couple of days, I noticed that my 452 Gravely was beginning to develop a roar in the deck system. I didn't know what it was causing. I had just put fresh sharpened blades on it, but the longer it went, the more it vibrated. The more it would go roar, roar, roar. Well, I didn't want to tear the machine up, but I had to get the work done. So I kind of limped it through. As Sherlock Holmes once said, when you're dealing with a situation, whatever is improbable and unlikely, whatever remains is probably your problem. Now, I'm paraphrasing, of course. That's not the exact quote, but I'm paraphrasing. Well, I went through, I took all the blades off, and I checked the spindles. I turned them on, turned the blade system on without the blades on it, and no roar. I took the belts off. I looked them over. No splits, no divots, no nothing. They were in perfect condition. So I put the blades back on, and I rotated them. If you don't know what rotating blades is, it's like rotating tires. You just switch them to other places. Well, it didn't seem to be doing it as bad, but as time went on, it got worse and worse and worse. So I decided, whatever improbable, whatever remains must be the truth, no matter how improbable it is. Well, I narrowed it down to something was wrong with the blades. Now, I sharpen these blades myself, and I use a pin to balance them. You can hold it like that. You can put the blade right here and pick it up straight. And it will tell you if it's out of balance, one way or the other. And the reason I do that is because it rides on a bolt like this. So if you turn it this way, whichever side is heaviest, and I'm fixing to give you an example, whichever side is the heaviest, that side is the one that needs to be balanced. It needs more material taken off. Because unfortunately, you can't add material, you can only take it away. So before we go any further, I'm going to bring the blades over here, and I'm going to take you through one by one and show you exactly what I found. Now, I just took these blades off not probably 15 minutes ago, and I just sharpened them last Thursday, which today is Thursday. I sharpened them last Thursday, and I've only used them for a week, and they still got a decent edge on them. But there was one of them that, woo Nelly, it was out there. So hold on a second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, as you can see, I have two blades in my hand. These are copperhead blades made by the Rotary Corporation, and I have sharpened them myself. The matter of fact, they had the factory blade, the factory edge. I sharpened that, and then I've sharpened them 2 other times since then. And as you can tell, let me get it close up to the camera. The blade is still in fairly decent shape. It's still got a good lift edge. The lift edge is still nice and thick, and the cutting edge, and matter of fact, it's still got a fairly decent edge to it. I hope I'm in the shot. Let me check. Yeah, it's still got a fairly decent edge to it. It's not dull by any means. Now I've got the camera set up. Now, the way I measure the balance of my blades, I put this in. I don't go on that rubber collar. I got to stop just before that. And then I pick the blades up really slow and try to get it as level as I can. That's a little bit, but anywhere up to 1/8 of an inch drop is acceptable. You see that? That blade is hardly dropping at all. Now, let's check this one. I'll make sure I'm in the shot. Let me make sure this is in the shot because I don't want to. Yeah. Okay, let me move down just a little bit. Now, you stick the pin in there, make sure it's flat and level. You pick it up. That blade is almost dead balanced. You couldn't ask for any better than that. Now, remember what I said, that whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth, must be the problem. Well, like I said, I sharpened this blade at the same time I sharpened these blades. And I gauged them all with the same pin to make sure they were balanced. They were all balanced, I promise. These blades have been run for a week. They've been run approximately, oh, I don't know, 25, 26 hours maybe a little bit longer than that. But now look at this. Now you saw the other two blades. Now watch this one. You see how unbalanced that blade is? And no matter how many times I do it, it still swings down to on the right. And it swings hard too, watch. Matter of fact, let me pick it up a little bit higher, a little bit faster, and see if it'll drop even more. Yeah, look at that. Now, just to refresh your memory, look at that. Do it again. Now, again, to refresh your memory with the other blade, and see, now, let me do this one again. Look at that. Look at that. That is where my roar was coming from. That's where the vibration was coming from. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have your blades balanced, whether you do it yourself or someone else does it for you. Those blades are spinning at a high rate of speed, and when you've got one as out of balance as this one is, it can cause major problems. I thank God I found it when I did. I suspected, and you can look at this blade and it looks, matter of fact, let me make, now, can you tell which one is which? They look identical. Can you tell which one is the imbalanced blade? No, you can't. I know, but you can't. I can promise you can't, because they look identical. They have the same numbers on them. They have the same markings on them. They have the same green color from the grass that I just removed from the machine today. You can't tell by looking at it. All you can do is put something on it, whether it be a blade balancer you buy from the store, or a good old trusty pin that you can hold flat like that and pick it straight up. And it doesn't matter if you hold it exactly flat or not. I try to, but that flat, that round surface right there, it'll tell you whether that blade is balanced or not. And if it's off, when I say off, I mean if it's outside of 1/8 of an inch or an 1/8 of a degree out of pitch or out of balance, it'll let you know. It can cause a spindle to burn up. It can cause, well, a bearing to burn up. It can cause a belt to break. It can cause improper wear on the pulleys. I mean, there's a multitude of things a problem like this can create. That's why I say, if you're a homeowner watching this video, especially if you're a lady and you may not know a whole lot about mowers. I'm not saying that a man would know more. I don't mean it that way. I'm saying you're not mechanically inclined. You usually have someone else, a shop or somebody, do it for you. It is imperative that those blades are balanced. So anyway, I hope somebody took something away from the presentation I did just now. I know I did. I had no clue that that one blade was causing my problem. So anyway, this is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until we meet again, folks, have a good one.